So now we're done talking about the Zenith video recorder from 1984. Let's talk about, let's just go about 10 years into the future to when this piece of junk was made. Oh yeah, by the way, that Zenith VCR, the reason it wasn't playing back is because inside, the gears that would load the tape transport, it's like because the tape, it pulls the tape out and puts it around the head. The gears that did that, what happens is the common failure point on those is the lubrication dries up after sitting for years, even though mine sat for a few days, but it was probably on its last legs anyway. But all I have to do is take it apart, free those up, lubricate them, and it'll work fine again for another 30 years. So anyway, let's take a look at this piece of junk. So this is a General Electric VG2040 VCR, VHS VCR, might I add. It is from 1996, I believe. I never bought this one new, so I don't really know. The one I did buy new in 1994, no, not 1994, what do I think, in 1996 or 7, was this RCA Hi-Fi 4-head video system. It's pretty wide, not as wide as the vintage Zenith, and surely not as deep. And there's another one from 96, a Toshiba VCR. That works just fine. These both work fine. This one has a problem once in a while, but it's really rare, so... Well, not the VCR isn't really rare. I suppose it kind of is, but not really. The problem that occurs is kind of rare. This thing, like, you can't really find VCRs like this one. It seems to be the only one I've ever come across or even seen at all. So let's just pick it up here. Oh, it's plugged into something, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Give me a second, guys. I guess I wasn't recording. Son of a bitch. So, that's the power button right here. As you can see, it's in terrible shape. Scratches here, scratches there, sticker residue. It's never going to clean up. Well, except for that dust, but... So on the front we have a power button, stop and eject button, channel down, channel up, which is also tracking. Got a tape slot, power, light, record light, VCR light, timer light, record button, reverse button. Should say rewind, but whatever. Play and pause button, and fast forward button. Rewind doesn't work all the time on this. And then, of course, tape slot. And so let me flip around to the back here. We've got video cassette recorder, which is what VCR stands for, in case you didn't know that. Magnetoscope, a cassette, if you're French. Caution, risk of electric shock, do not open. I think we know that. And this thing here is a cable tie, so you can wrap up the power cord and tie it on so it won't flop around if you move it. Video inputs only mono. You can switch it. See, there's video in, video out, audio out. And there's channel 4, and channel 3 switch selector. Doesn't have as many input options as my old Zenith, because the Zenith has the antenna terminals on the back and has some other form of video. I think that might have been proprietary camcorder at the time. I'm not sure. As you can see, it's missing a screw here and there for the cover. So why in a minute. There's antenna in, RF out to TV. Now, this is just standard composite video. Now, the Zenith VCR, it's not called composite, it's called camcorder. Because that's what camcorders used. They didn't have anything that really used that input. So, most TVs at the time didn't have that input, so they had to put it through the VCR to watch it. Or tape it. So, unscrew that and we'll remove the cover. Where's the screwdriver? It's not hard to take apart at all. In fact, it's easy. I was using computer thumb screws to hold the back on at one time. They're not even threaded, really. They're not really machine threaded screws. They're just aggressive screws into plastic. Piece of junk. Just pretty much a plastic screw right there. So we'll pull up and then forward to the top. That's some burning, which would be from this right here. The transformer is. I guess it is burnt a little. Got really warm. And over here, that's where the probably the RF ground. Yeah, it's where the RF ground touches the top. So you can see there's the head. Let me see, is it a 4-head? No, this is a 2-head unit because there's only one notch there. Another notch right there. It's not a 4-head. 4-head would have a notch, and then another notch, and then a notch, and another notch on the other side. And this one appears to be all gear driven. No belts, thank the Lord. Because we don't know what happens when we have belts. So it is all nicely lubricated for the most part. It's good. Now here's that date stamp. You can see right here. K-T 1996 12/18. So December 18th, 1996 this was made. As you can see, not much in here. It's not very packed. The Zenith VCR has a PCB under the tape transport, a PCB over here above the tape transport, and then a PCB mounted on the top, from what I can see, because I've never had it apart, right? So that's just from what I can see by opening the flap. There's 3 layers of PCB. One big one, one little one, and another big one. There's like capacitors and wires hanging like crazy in that thing, but anyway. So this one, to get the front panel off, you just take off these screws and probably you lift these clips and it comes off. One silly thing about this is you can't run the top off because it has a light sensor somewhere over here. Just gotta cover it up with your hand and it'll load a tape, which we'll do here in a minute. So I can show you how a modern VCR works. So it's not the most well-built thing in the world. In fact, the chassis is almost all plastic. Even the back and the side is, probably the bottom. There's a little bit of metal right there, but that's it. Plastic piece of junk. Those two have way more metal on them because they're older. Well, the Toshiba's the same age, but it's still a better quality VCR. This, I don't even think it was built by General Electric, was it? Nope, Thompson Consumer Electronics. Must have been when they bought them out. So, when you load a tape, it draws it in, and it pulls these two things here. You grab the tape, and they pull them up to the head. So the tape goes like this, around the head, where it reads it. Through this. This is the erase head, so when you're recording, it erases what's on there, and then it records here. And this is the audio head. Either that or... No, that is the erase head. Yeah. Alright. Correct me if I'm wrong. So, yeah. Let's see, this is the motor that drives... What in the hell does this drive? Don't know. I see a motor down there that drives the idler wheel, which isn't an idler wheel. It's an idler gear, so it won't wear out. The head has its own motor, and this must be the motor for the transport. I don't see how it is, but I think it is. I don't know what actually drives the transport. It might have its own motor. I don't know. Oh, actually... Just load a tape and find out, so I'll just turn that video off and... Oh, my TV turned off again. I hate that thing. Alright, I'll shut off the video and we'll be back in a second. Got hooked up to the TV through the input on this VCR, which goes through that VCR and then to the TV, so it's going from VCR to VCR to VCR to TV. I don't have cable TV hooked up, so the cable's going down there. Just plug it in and see if it blows up. It won't, but, you know, suspense. head just spun for some reason. It's powered on. Oh yeah. Yeah. There we go. Okay, so now that we've got our input working, just had to adjust some settings on that VCR because it kind of likes to do that. So now that we have got a tape, which is just 007 Live and Let Die, James Bond movie, put her in and see if it plays. Ah. Wait a minute. Just give it a minute. There we go. Yeah. Tracking. That's the key here. Oh, let's just see how long it goes. Look at that jumpy picture. Just down a bit. Oh, color, nice. Let's adjust the tracking. Uh-huh. There goes our audio and video. Oh. We don't have color, but it's better than nothing. Oh, God, what is it doing? Not even touching it. Oh, we got color now. Alright. Tracking. Oh, that's not big any better. Oh.
No formula can or will ever cover each case. For instance,
Oh, we're getting better.
3 or more applicants have been recognized, which is in direct contradiction.
Way worse. I'm gonna get killed for copyright. Oh, come on, you. Oh, too far. Oh, down there. Oh, come on. Let's put a stop here. There it is, stop even. Blind. Here we go, I'll press it right here. Let's eject it now. Let's see it. Tape is in bad shape. Yeah. Try different tape. This is what I call poor design. When it's rewinding in fast mode, it's dragging the tape along the drum. A good VCR would pull the tape in and then rewind it. In fast rewind, anyway. So let's eject it and see if it did good. I said eject, not play. Hello? Stupid thing. Head spinning down. It didn't rewind it all the way. Okay then. Let's see how badly it wore our tape down. Oh, shoot. It'll never be the same again, I can guarantee you that. Not too bad, but it's still pretty bad. I can see lines on it. Yeah. Turn it off. So this is an old tape of a 1980s cartoon called Inspector Gadget. The tape is probably, I don't know, 20 years old. It's an old tape. Like, it was taped when they were rerunning it in the early to mid 90s when I was little. So let's see if it plays. Go to the tape, let's press play. See what happens. Huh. Yep, works. A little screwed, but good color. This was actually taped on that old Zenith video recorder back in the day. Let's see what that forward search looks like. Not bad for a 2-head. Good God, that's good. See, that just keeps going. Let's see what rewind. Backing it up is just as good. Not a bad pause picture. It's not all messed. Yeah. Oh, I had to sleep. Oh. Hi-fi stereo. Yeah, this is recorded back when you could actually buy tapes at Safeway. This is actually right after they redesigned their package, actually. Well, look, it is LP mode. That wasn't very common then. Recording sports events, taping movies, TV specials, time shifting. This Safeway video tape is formulated for all-purpose use. Vivid colors and sound clarity. Well, it did good there. Assembled in Canada? Under license of the Victor Corporation. Holy crap. Something that was made in Canada. Nice. That's quality back then. Oops. Yeah. Well, not bad for a piece of junk.